Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits, only temporarily, those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you, it steals from all of us. Corruption plunders the nation's wealth. Corrupt people compromise on truth, equity, and fairness, choosing instead to feed off the short-term benefits of crookedness, exploitation, and financial perversion. Corruption is not just a personal matter, it's a culture. It's a way of life, not just for individual people, but for companies, communities, governments, and nations. Corrupt nations, hiding behind large companies, will seek to invest in other weak nations in order to take over the assets of the nation that they've invested into. They will provide financial loans to a nation for the much needed infrastructure, and they will do it with assets that they provide. They will sign contracts by lining the pockets of rotten government officials who participate in this kind of corruption and are then held hostage by their own deceit and greed. Corruption is nothing less than a form of theft and national robbery.
The government is now giving young people who are registered in HEART approximately $150 each month to help them with the bus fare and help them with the lunch money. So nobody has any excuse not to go to school to learn a skill because you're getting help with the bus fare and help with the lunch money as well. If that is not transformational, I don't know what is. So if that is not transformational, I don't know what is. So
we all see what's happening with Andrew and the Integrity Commission. So let me explain it to you as best as I can in layman's terms based on what my understanding of the article and the documents that I've read are. So essentially, Andrew HOLNESS and his wife owned a number of companies. In their earnings reports over the last few years, there are some inconsistencies in the growth of their earnings and their net worth and assets and deposits. So essentially, what the Integrity Commission is now saying is that in order for them to certify his earnings, they would need to have a further breakdown of his expenditures and expenses for each of the companies. So they would need that in order to then go ahead and certify and say he's okay. So essentially, Andrew is saying that he's not willing to give them that because that is a breach of his privacy. So what he is now challenging is a portion of anti-corruption legislation, saying that is unconstitutional because what they're asking for does not protect his privacy. And everything that's in the Constitution, such as the right to privacy, it takes precedent, meaning that it supersedes anything that comes after, such as like anti-corruption legislation. So if, in essence, it breaches his constitutional right for privacy, then he does somewhat have a case. Now, I'm a huge supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party. Everybody knows this. However, at this juncture, I'm not able to continue to make excuses for the Prime Minister. What he is attempting to do is actually quite disgraceful and disappointing. Years from now, we will look back at the Andrew HOLNESS tenure and be disgusted at some of the things that we have allowed to happen. Now, while I have genuine love for Andrew and I think he is much better of a leader than the opposition, I think that there are a lot of blunders that have happened in his leadership. The Prime Minister's wife being in representational politics has always caused ethical concerns. The fact that he snuck her in as a member of parliament and then promoted her to Speaker of the House is highly inappropriate. And while I don't question her effectiveness, as I think she's excelled in both roles, it's definitely always been a conflict of interest. While I've traditionally supported the Jamaican Labour Party and Andrew HOLNESS and his administration, I think that it would be in very good taste if he just gave them what they wanted. It would also show that he respects the Integrity Commission and the anti-corruption legislation. The fact that he's going to these lengths to not comply with their request shows that he has a lot to hide.
Mr. Prime Minister, Minister of Health and Wellness, those of you who craft this order, I don't know what to say to you, but the Holy Ghost within me tells me that this order is working against the church, is working against the body of Christ. Mr. Prime Minister, I was watching a program last night and you declare me to be your good friend. My good friend, I'm telling you, sir, this order, God gets no glory out of it. And it's making the society worse than it ought to be. You're crippling the fountain of life that gives life to the nation. You're blocking the well. Somebody give me a chance in this house and plant this. You're blocking the well. You're stopping the fountain. Lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church. You're destroying the foundation. And if the foundation be destroyed, what can a nation do?
Wagwan family, good morning, gentle people. Good morning. Did you guys know that Andrew Honest is legalizing homosexuality in Jamaica. It is a good day for the gay community. Yes, but guess what? He's not explaining it. He's not letting the people know. He's very deceptive in his action. And if I am wrong on this platform, I stand to be corrected, because it's what them giving me I work with. And I would like the Prime Minister to come explain the signage of the Samoa agreement and what you guys went to Canada to sign. You guys are walking around Jamaica as if you're not doing this and Jamaica is not legalizing homosexuality. You must be proud of what you're doing. Andrew Honest is legalizing homosexuality in Jamaica. Isn't something he should be proud of? Isn't something he should be proud of? Why is he backing down and hiding from what is enforcing in Jamaica? Andrew Honest is legalizing homosexuality in Jamaica. He might already have his transgender minister in position. I mean, asked already. Is West Kingston, Tivoli, them know these things. More often know if it's constituency, even it's constituency, if they know these things. The Samoa agreement is supposed to be some trade agreement, but you never hear the man talk about it. He's supposed to bring jobs and whatever, but you never hear the man talk about it. If you have a trade agreement that you sign, it should be boasting and bragging about how it's going to bring jobs to Jamaica. How is this trade agreement so hush-hush? People, based on my understanding, Andrew Honest is legalizing homosexuality in Jamaica. A good day for the gay community, for the church, is deception. Do you understand me? The brother need to come out, come own what he's doing and stop play behind the backs of the Jamaican people. You see what I say? Come here now. You know, people, listen to this. We played this about many times. This is 10 months ago. This is an archbishop from Trinidad. And just listen what the Samoa agreement is all about. When we just start pay attention to this Samoa agreement, we start listen to this archbishop explanation of the Samoa agreement. Is the first research me do. Is this video I saw me about to play. Listen what the Samoa agreement, people. Andrew Honest is legalizing homosexuality in Jamaica. Why do you think him have him gender minister? Me want them to come out and explain to the Jamaica people, tell them otherwise than what me saying right now. Me want them to come out, come correct me. Maybe I'm misunderstanding something. Like I said, I stand to be corrected. But based on my understanding and what me see before me and all these steps, they want to legalize homosexuality right before me. But he's not saying it. But listen to this.
79 nations are meeting. The African, Caribbean, and Pacific nations are meeting to sign a document. And it's an EU agreement with the African, Caribbean, and Pacific countries. And the document is written as a trade agreement and as agreement of support financially, etc., for the African, Caribbean, and Pacific nations. But embedded in that agreement, and when it is signed, it is for 20 years, it cannot be revoked. When it embedded in that agreement is anyone who signs that agreement will have abortion legislation in their countries. They will have to impose abortion legislations, transgender, LGBTQ, comprehensive sex education, a whole range of values will be imposed because of the signing of the document. And what a wonderful day to have this reading. That leaders are not there for themselves, they are there for God. And they don't represent their ideology or their need to beg or their need to find whatever. They're there to represent what is right, what is true, what is noble, and what is beautiful. That's what leaders are there for. That's why they are elected. And the terrible thing is that we don't have a culture of advocacy in Trinidad and Tobago with our leaders. We put them there and we think, okay, they run themselves for the 5 years, and then after the 5 years, we decide to put them back or change them. And we don't see democracy as an engagement with the leadership in an ongoing conversation about what is good, true, noble, and beautiful for the nation. And so we put them there, and well, it's their business. But if they sign this, for 20 years, the nation is going to be in trouble. For 20 years. For 20 years. Now, people think that we are in a post-colonial society. And I keep hearing the term, and I keep asking myself, I don't know what they're talking about. There's nothing more colonial than LBGT ideology.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate win.
People. So you guys hear from the Archbishop what it is about. Eh? You hear from the Archbishop. People, why you think you have your gender minister? This brother is deceptive Jamaica. The man now walk around on campaign trail and brag and boast about this Samoa agreement, which is what them claim says a trade deal. People. Then them go to Canada, go sign some stuff him and Terry Long and the gender minister and another minister. From my understanding, I would like more clarity from the government because everything is in the dark. We are in the dark. Go to Canada to sign to have the Canadian them come to Jamaica, come teach you them gender neutrality. Where a youth can get up this man and he say, want to go up on the girl track team. And a girl can get up and say, me a man, this man want to go up on the man track team. Me also tell her that in a California where all them things start, my daughter teacher tell her, say, our sports teacher, PE teacher is telling my daughter was 15 years old, girly as hell. My daughter don't look like a boy. Not at all. She don't act like a boy. My daughter is girly girl, Barbie doll kind of girl. So my daughter act. And this teacher go look upon her and say, if she identify as a boy today, she can be trained to go upon the boy team. It's the same thing that Andrew HOLNESS a push in a Jamaica. To my understanding of what's going on here, the Samoa agreement, he no come and explain to the Jamaican people this agreement that is signed on them. The Samoa agreement, you get to understand. Don't you see the police commissioner come out here and tell us, say, we must not refer to female police as female anymore? That's the beginning of gender neutrality, where you can't identify a female as female no more. You look on a female and it could have been a man, or we don't, what we look on is not real. There's a blurred line between male and female. So that's why they just want to just remain, just call our police officer, not a female police officer. And there's a little confusion in that, because if that female police officer is the first female police commissioner, how would we identify her? Is just the first commissioner? Leave out the female? How about Babsy Grange? She created history. Not Babsy Grange, rather the DPP, Paula Llewellyn. Paula Llewellyn created history by being the first female DPP in Jamaica. So if you want to blur that line and neutralize her gender, how would you describe Babsy Grange? Was the first DPP or is the first female DPP? So you see the level of confusion where they are going with this. And Andrew HOLNESS is not explaining to the people. Andrew HOLNESS is going around this thing. Him and Babsy Grange, Terry Long, and a whole bunch of them thinks that them can go around the Jamaican people. And not tell them what they must say a batty thing they might legalize in Jamaica. And this is my job, you know. To open the people them eyes and tell them the damn truth, you know. Andrew HOLNESS needs to come tell the people them, explain this goddamn Samoa agreement to them. They're on all kind of damn campaign trail, bragging about all type of beautiful stuff about Jamaica, but not a word about this beautiful trade deal called the Samoa agreement, boss. Gentle people, may have some men on the thumbnail. I'm not saying these men are gay or anything. I don't know their sexual orientation. I don't care. I just put up some man. You understand me? So I'm not saying these guys up here, I don't know them bedroom style or anything. So I just put that out there. But what I'm trying to say here, if you're going to legalize that, you don't think you should bring the nation with you? You tell them. You tell them. You don't think this man should bring the nation with you. West Kingston, your constituency don't know these things, boss. Most Jamaica don't know these things. They don't know. Most Jamaicans are asked, what is the Samoa agreement? And if you just get on this platform, what I'm saying is that the Prime Minister is legalizing homosexuality in Jamaica. See? I can't tell anybody what to do. I'm not fighting against anything. I'm not discriminating against anything. But I think if your Prime Minister is legalizing homosexuality in Jamaica, you should be open with it. You should be proud of what you're doing, not ashamed. You should be out there at the front page telling Jamaicans about the Samoa agreement that you signed. And based on my understanding and my knowledge of the Samoa agreement, you guys are planning to come into schools, teach 10-year-olds and 11-year-olds about homosexual lifestyle. If I'm lying, Andrew HOLNESS, come out here, come tell me otherwise. From my understanding and knowledge that I'm reading, is that you want to go in there and tell the little youth, them 10, 11-year-old, say them a girl this morning, them a boy this morning. It's okay to be that way. If I'm wrong, Andrew HOLNESS, come out here. Come explain, send out a transgender minister. Come tell me why gender was placed on Babsy's portfolio. Why gender minister was placed on Babsy. Why is she a gender minister? Why gender minister was created? Explain to the Jamaica what this gender minister mean, Andrew, if legalization of homosexuality in Jamaica. Stop going on the people, you know. Come in there, you know. We're out here. I ain't no goddamn way you're going to lead the people in a dark era and them don't know. If you are legalizing homosexuality in Jamaica, the people supposed to know. Take the people with you. I'm sure there are gay people in Jamaica who want to know what is going on. And there are Christian or straight people who also want to know what is going on. This brother is legalizing homosexuality in Jamaica right before your eyes and act like it's not happening. Come explain to us, Andrew HOLNESS, what is the meaning of the Samoa agreement? Remember, you know, a long time I talk about this, you know. And this platform, a long time I talk about this before people know what the Samoa agreement is. Yeah? These guys are deceptive. And for those of you who just join us, you're going to listen to about the definition of this Archbishop from Trinidad. He's going to tell us some more about the Samoa agreement again for you guys just joining. And while you listen to what is happening.
Meeting. The African, Caribbean, and Pacific nations are meeting. 79 nations are meeting. The African, Caribbean, and Pacific nations are meeting to sign a document. And it's an EU agreement with the African, Caribbean, and Pacific countries. And the document is written as a trade agreement and as agreement of support financially, etc., for the African, Caribbean, and Pacific nations. But embedded in that agreement, and when it is signed, it is for 20 years, it cannot be revoked. When it embedded in that agreement is anyone who signs that agreement will have abortion legislation in their countries. They will have to impose abortion legislations, transgender, LGBTQ, comprehensive sex education, a whole range of values will be imposed because of the signing of the document. And what a wonderful day to have this reading. That leaders are not there for themselves, they are there for God. And they don't represent their ideology or their need to beg or their need to find whatever. They're there to represent what is right, what is true, what is noble, and what is beautiful. That's what leaders are there for. That's why they are elected. And the terrible thing is that we don't have a culture of advocacy in Trinidad and Tobago with our leaders. We put them there and we think, okay, they run themselves for the 5 years, and then after the 5 years, we decide to put them back or change them. And we don't see democracy as an engagement with the leadership in an ongoing conversation about what is good, true, noble, and beautiful for the nation. And so we put them there, and well, it's their business. But if they sign this, for 20 years, the nation is going to be in trouble. For 20 years. For 20 years. Now, people think that we are in a post-colonial society. And I keep hearing the term, and I keep asking myself, I don't know what they're talking about. There's nothing more colonial than LBGT ideology. For you.
So, when you hear the Archbishop, he's explaining it, what it's all about. And it's the first video I watched while I was doing my research on this months ago. I'm read a lot of stuff. I read what is going on in Canada. Remember, them go Canada go sign some stuff. It's like they want Canadians to come to Jamaica, come teach about gender neutrality, or to neutralize the gender. When I already see the police commissioner go tell the police them say, stop calling female police officer female. There you go, neutralizing the gender. They must not look upon a woman and think that woman I look upon. You can look upon her and same as a man. Him also said it is going to be spreading to other areas in other institutions. So you can really realize that in Canada, in the soldier force, it all go there. Then they might go in at the workplace, government workplace, it all spread there. But let me tell you what is going on in Canada. I want you guys to know. And Andrew HOLNESS is legalizing homosexuality in Jamaica and is hiding it. Based on my understanding, if I am wrong, I would like somebody to come out and correct me, because the government is not explaining this thing. And remember, they went to Canada to do what? Sign some stuff for we to get help. But everything have money behind it. Andrew HOLNESS took money to sign the Samoa agreement. We don't know where the money there. Did it spend on the youths, healthcare, education, crime? Where did all that money spent? It's changing our culture. Imagine European. We're picking up European lifestyle. Changing our culture because we take money from Europe. Now we must live Europe lifestyle in a country named Jamaica. The people them don't know. This brother is not going around on this campaign trail telling Jamaica you're legalizing homosexuality. Don't you think the gay people in Jamaica want to know that you're working for them? And they should be happy? Huh? Talk to me. Don't you think the gay community in Jamaica should be happy about it? Is this a major accomplishment? Why are you ashamed to talk about it, bro? Come out, come tell the people about it. Come out, man. You ain't gonna do this and the people of Jamaica, they don't know, like some of the damn things. You're not gonna do this to the people, boss. You signed it already. Come explain to the people how much they will benefit from this trade deal. Let me tell you what is going on in Canada. And if you guys don't open your eyes, this will be coming to a school near you. Share the live so Jamaican eyes can open up. Share the live. I put in work in my work. Share the live, please. This is from the National Post. Some parents object as Canadian schools quietly aid students gender transition. Remember, we have Babsy Grange already, gender minister, You know, I hear me? You hear the pastor just talk about the gender minister, just talk about the Minister of Health and Wellness and the Prime Minister. I don't know why God put it on this man's heart. If you talk about two of them, listen to the pastor one more time before me read this for you.
Mr. Prime Minister, Minister of Health and Wellness, those of you who craft this order, I don't know what to say to you. But the Holy Ghost within me tells me that this order is working against the church. It's working against the body of Christ. Mr. Prime Minister, I was watching a program last night and you declare me to be your good friend. My good friend, I'm telling you, sir, this order, God gets no glory out of it. And it's making the society worse than it ought to be. You're crippling the fountain of life that gives life to the nation. You're blocking the well. Somebody give me a chance in this house and blood this. You're blocking the well. You're stopping the fountain. Lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church. You're destroying the foundation. And if the foundation be destroyed, what can the nation do?
Just like how this brother is fighting to first America, Canada, England with cashless and needs. He might do that, you know. Because America have the infrastructure to bring in cashless. Why them not do it? They have infrastructure for everything where Jamaica are run down and we don't have infrastructure for that. You never wonder why? Why the cart is before the horse in Jamaica? Why you run down this needs and this cashlessness and America with the infrastructure, Canada and England now push it like that. You ever wonder why this brother do that? This brother has not been truthful to the Jamaican people. He's not been truthful when he come out with gender minister. He never explained to the people how gender minister, the addition of gender minister is going to help us as Jamaicans. What part of what role the gender minister play in our society? We never know that. We never ask them questions, they don't. It is transgender minister. Might as well they put the transgender on it, bro. Might as well they put the trans on it. Transgender. I may ask you again. America have the infrastructure to set up cashless needs, all of that. How come them not do it? How come not it's a fool they run up and down to India to get the coverage? What is going on here? What is going on here? And Jamaica not quiet with it. And this brother now tell the people what I do in Jamaica, only in the dark. Like in afraid of this. Somehow agree. People share the work. Because every goddamn Jamaica need to know this. West Kingston, Tivoli, Jungle, Rima. The whole land don't need to know this. Because they don't know, you know. Only don't know because the man don't talk about it. Afraid of it. Because he knows that Jamaicans feel a certain way about certain things. So if you notice him, omit that. When he talk about his accomplishment in Jamaica, you know the man love to brag. You know him love to boast. So come now brag and boast about this major trade deal from Europe. A Europe lifestyle we are taking. Europe. People, when me used to live on them porn site, I mean, look, as I look at youth, I'm curious. Sometimes I sit me see I come out of Europe. You never imagine it. Jamaica no dream of them thing there. No, sir. The type of stuff we see come out of Europe is not our lifestyle. So how come we going to take money to change our culture and to honest? Now I tell the people them say our culture is about to change as it is. We're ready to go into the school, them go teach Rastaman picnic, Christian picnic, 10, 11-year-old about Bill and Bob. But we not give them education. At the same time, the sexual registry list is not public. So a target to not turn the pick them in. And a grown man like them younger. Why don't you just go ahead and legalize it so adults can enjoy adults? Legalize it so if you're 18 and over, you can go live a lifestyle. Go ahead and legalize it, Andrew Honest. Because we know it's pretty much legalized in Jamaica. But it seems as if you don't want to go that way. You want to go for the youths them, because it seems as if somebody like them younger. So that's why you guys are going to the youths them to turn them on at a younger age. It's my understanding. That's how we look at it. Because you're not coming out here and explaining to us what this transgender way you put on Babs. What if? What is the Samoa agreement about, Andrew Honest? You're not telling the Jamaican people about it. And you got what Babsy Green, Terry Long, and Miss Cuthbert Flynn got Canada go sign recently. What they got Canada go sign? Explain to the people then. Stop making speculate. And we have to go far and go read the news and come tell the people what the hell are going on. Eh? Come on, Andrew Honest. You can't do this to the Jamaican people. You can't do this to it. You can't do this to the people then. If you're going to do it, come out, bold and open. Own what you sign for money. Own what you sign for money. We are planning to do this. Zoop scene for the people them. I know the people them say commissioner come out, come tell me say, do not call female police officer female. And no Jamaica no look upon that. We don't have a problem with that. When police commissioner said, don't call female police officer female, and this is going to spread to other institutions, you know see what go on. And you always not explain to the people them. You just doing what to do in the country. Backside. What me out of her? What do you think me out of her? Me go read and tell you the things, man. Listen what I go on to Canada. And if you don't mind sharp, this come to a school near you. Some parents object as Canadian schools quietly aid students' gender transition. The schools are working with picnic behind the parents' back. Your 11-year-old where you wipe them ass, wash, cook, clean, put roof over them head, send them guys school. Them a do some sitting at school in Canada behind the parents' and back. Where them are the teacher and the guidance counselor do. They turn the pick them in and whatever they want to turn them in. Yeah, hear me, people? That are going to Canada. Remember them go to Canada, go sign some sitting for Canada, come teach we pick them thing too. And if I'm lying, Andrew Honest, come out and prove me wrong. I stand to be corrected. I don't get the explanation from government. Boards are urging schools to both automatically honor requests to change a student's name and pronouns and not to tell parents if requested. I want you guys listen to me. You know? When a student in Calgary, grade 6 class, came out as transgender, grade 6 picnic, you know, when they know them hate from them bullfoot, you know, them watch too much goddamn TV and social media. Not for them to know what they want, you know. But we as parents say, yeah, man, I know what my little picnic wants. Sit them down and talk to them. You know, supposed to be nothing but no sex and some goddamn 11-year-old. Why 11-year-old come tell me say them they feel like them at this and them at that. You 11-year-old. Go sit your ass and go read a book. Me a parent in a man. When the child grew up and if they want to do that and want to go by the sub, let them do it. But the little 11-year-old, I've gone to Walmart already with my little 3-year-old son. We are going to look for toys. He pick up some girl toys. Me have to tell my son, no, son, that's not for you. That's not for boys, that's for girls. What if I say, oh, my son liked that toy? I know from my son was 3-year-old, he was going to be so and so and so. So he went to the store and he pointed at a girl toy and I bought it for him ever since he liked pretty stuff and pink stuff. Then hold on, you know, things enough parents to them son, them pick that. Because them think, them pick want to be certain before you as a parent say, no, that is for a girl. How many son are going to know say pink? A girl wear pink and boy wear blue. Unless it's an adult, you teach them. So let me teach you what I want to know. And let's be good in Jamaica, people. And if we're not legalizing homosexuality in Jamaica, Andrew Honest, please come out and explain to the Jamaican people. The one that Pastor Bunda Fire.
Mr. Prime Minister, Minister of Health and Wellness, those of you who craft this order, I don't know what to say to you, but the Holy Ghost within me tells me that this order is working against the church, is working against the body of Christ. Mr. Prime Minister, I was watching a program last night and you declare me to be your good friend. My good friend, I'm telling you, sir, this order, God gets no glory out of it. And it's making the society worse than it ought to be. You're crippling the fountain of life that gives life to the nation. You're blocking the well. Somebody give me a chance in this house and plant this. You're blocking the well. You're stopping the fountain. Lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church. You're destroying the foundation. And if the foundation be destroyed, what can a nation do?
So let's get into this from National Post. When a student in Calgary grade 6 class came out as transgender this year, the teacher made one thing clear to the pupils: they mustn't let slip their classmates' new gender identity to her parents. So the teacher in the classroom telling the rest of kids them to lie. Do not let the parents know about the child's new gender identity. The couple was not yet aware of the change. The parents don't know about the change, you know. The parents don't know about the change. This is what going to Canada, and this, to my understanding, is what the gender minister, Terry Long, and the next minister went to Canada to sign. So these people come to Jamaica, come teach me how to do this. And if I'm not telling the truth here, I stand to be corrected. I want somebody from government come explain this, because you guys are hiding it. That's why I'm come out this morning, Pa Uno. You're not hiding it from the Jamaican people. It seems like an odd message for a group of 11-year-olds, says the mother of one pupil. You see, 11-year-old, 10, 11-year-old. They want to put them nasty lifestyle in at them. Look here, me not give a them if a straight or lean. Make the youth them grown, man. 10, 11-year-old, how we are teach them? Would you like them young? Why don't you just legalize it so adults can live their lives? If that's what you want. Why don't you legalize it so adults can live them life? Legalize it for adults. Don't legalize it for me at the school. At the you're going to the school with this. And then the big legalization come. And they say, you have already have the flag up at the embassy and fly. From 2015, the Pride community been coming to Jamaica to celebrate Pride Month. Jamaica never noticed it. From 2015 till now, till this August, we're gone. Every August, the Pride community come to Jamaica to celebrate. Check it out. Do your research. Travel agency busy every August. The gay community would book big flights to Jamaica, big trips. Pull up them hotel there in the month of August. So the month of August. So what they did is make their celebration coincide with August 6th. So you will see them out there in the parade, August 6th, Independent Parade. You will see the gay community out there parading and celebrating, because they come to Jamaica ever since 2015 for that. Up by UA, you have the gay community up by UA. They put on function all the time, come out in the paper. How you think some know that? I read it on the internet. That up by UA, them have them community up there. They keep them function. Nobody discriminate against them. Up by UA, the G2K, people have been to say, hey, it's a fish bowl, it's an aquarium tank. I don't know. I'd like somebody to come out, come tell us otherwise. That the G2K is not an aquarium. From where these big boys go in, go pick out the young fish, them kind of look like them love them young. But instead of going out and legalize this stuff so adults can enjoy adults, let it be that way. If that's where you want to go with this. You rather go in there with schools to look at 10, 11-year-old. Not telling the Jamaican people what is coming to them. Doing whatever you want to do because of money. Change the Jamaican lifestyle. Africans lifestyle. For us to become Europe. European lifestyle is different from African lifestyle. Don't try to change your lifestyle for money, your culture for money. Every culture is going to change. Let it change naturally. Jamaica people know when we get there at that crossroad and what we should do and where we should go. Don't be forced. Don't force it upon the people because they take money. Andrew want to say to come explain these things to the people. Let me know. You are not. Me not see nobody from your administration explaining anything to nobody that you are legalizing homosexuality in Jamaica. Aren't you proud? Tell me you're not proud of it, man. Step out like you're not proud of what you're doing. A lot of people be happy. A lot of people be happy, don't it? So why are you afraid to come out and own what you're trying to do here? The people must see it. Why would you think of Babsy of Gender Minister Jamaica? You go like Canada, who do not do some things around the people and not explaining it, Andrew HOLNESS. You do whatever you want to Jamaican people. No explanation necessary. Listen to me, I'm going to read to one now. It seems like an odd message from a group of 11-year-olds, says the mother of one of the pupil. This upset me so much, she says. Kids are being taught to lie to parents. But in some ways, the instruction flowed naturally from what has become a common policy throughout Canada. Boards of education, that's education ministry, and even the public health agency in Jamaica, the Ministry of Health, the one that the pastor called up Mr. Tufton and the Prime Minister, Flavor too, will be very instrumental in this to introduce it to our schools. She is too. But in some ways, the instruction flowed naturally from what has become a commonplace throughout Canada. Boards of education, education ministries, and even the Public Health Agency of Canada are urging schools to both automatically honor a transitioning student's request to change their name and pronouns and to keep that information from parents if requested. Come here, Jamaica. And HOLNESS, you need to come explain this thing to the people. You need to come explain. No more hiding, bro. Jamaica don't know this. You have them run around and talk about labor right. Yeah, one prime minister, one bro God. Did you tell them what you're about to do? Did you tell them what you did already? It's just one way. It's just one way the education system has become intimately involved in the transgender process, which affects an exponentially growing number of youth, young in Canada. Schools accept name and pronoun preferences. So if you change your name, the school will start calling by that name. Even when mama and daddy at home don't know, say you do no name changing. Or when the mama and daddy at home don't know, say you know name where you give them, you know. The school of Canada, help them. Look how confused you don't know what they want. They don't know what they want. They say a lifestyle is just a thing. I want to be this today. I want to be that tomorrow. Youths enough will sit them down and counsel them. Pick the way I feed, shelter, clothes, send them to school. You don't know that they have a name change. But the schools, guidance counselor and all these schools that take on a picnic. Number one at Jamaica, them say, oh, no, can't discipline on the picnic no more. Can't lick them. There's also a law change in Jamaica when it comes to, remember when they was coming out to the new Education Act? When them say, well, teacher can't teach in a class without pressure. You remember like we used to grow up, students used to go to high school and they used to come back into the class and teach until them get their credential and become a regular teacher. You can't do that again. Hidden within that new law where HOLNESS create was also tutoring. Me want to show you how everything work together. Me a Rasta man picnic. Nobody no come and tell me them thing here. And me piece them together. Tutoring. They've come out to the law against tutoring. I mean, I wonder why. Because it was right after the big C, the man copied this law, you know. I mean, I say, why the man go to education like that unless he want to destroy education? Offering teachers arrest, 6 months in jail or $500,000. Him also attacking tutors. When you and I saw some tutor during the big C, especially down at Savlamar, there was a couple down there who turned them home in a makeshift school in the big C. Teaching kids in them yard. Kids with a normal their road or get trouble or something or be back in education. I've seen several of that in Jamaica where decent Jamaica people turn them yard in a school. And right after the big scene, instead of such man come out and say, thank you. I will need all hands on deck to, you know, our tutors to come out and help this school, teach the youth, teach them something because school was locked down for 2 years. Instead of the man do that, you know the man do? The man come out with the law. If teaching have credential in a classroom, just like our group and see, that's the culture of teaching in Jamaica. That's what Michael Manley created. That's Michael Manley idea. Michael Manley said, if you ever go to university, come back and give 2 years service in a school. HOLNESS, under him, Michael Manley policy land you in jail. He make Michael Manley policy illegal. That's why I'm telling you, say, this brother right here is attacking every single Michael Manley policy and tear it down in style. Even housing trust. Look good. It's because someone not looking. So the man make it illegal for you to tutor your picnic at home. So therefore, I want to look on it, you know. I say, you know what? You know, say I set them and set up the parents them. That's when them come in with the full force and the full education and the full law start teaches transgender stuff in the school. You can't say, boy, I know I'm going youth them taught that. I take up my youth out of school. Me a Rasta, me a Christian. Me no want them teach that into my youth. Them a homeschool my youth. What the Prime Minister do here in black that. That's why the law come out and say, if you go homeschool the youth, you need credentials. Me cock off. Me never hear this yet. That not my foreign. That's not the requirement. to homeschool your kids are foreign. That's not the requirement of foreign to homeschool your kids. You have to show some type of credential so you qualify after you're not a teacher. So let me tell you something what that is for. Me a Rastaman pick me, I see them I come from long time, you know. A long time me I shout it out, you know. A long time me I shout it out, you know. And you see them all join together. No tutoring at school or your yard unless you have credential. What that do? Keep all the youth them in a school so you can teach them the new law, the Samoa agreement way. If you decide to take a youth out of school, you better make sure you have credential, then you'll find yourself a foul of the law. You can't go to jail for keeping the youth out of school. So all the youth them are going to be forcing on that. The only way to combat that, unless you don't get private school, come out of the pocket and get a teacher for teaching the youth them. It's going to be that way. Because not everybody's going to bow to it. We never put in the youth in a private school. That's the way to go about it. And the same thing happened in Canada. People have to put them youth, take them out of public school, or they are teaching them things, put them in a private school. That's the only way to combat that, because they will be coming after you as a tutor if you decide to homeschool your youth, because Andrew Holness already set the rat trap. The people don't know why I do these things, you know. Then what about the hate speech law? They might come with hate speech. May I just show you how all these things are connected right before the people them eye, but if not explain it to them. So it take a man like me to put them all together and compile them and tell you what is going on before your eyes. Tutoring without credential is going to be illegal. So you can't take a youth out of school today because they might teach about some more agreement. You're a Christian, you're a Rastaman, you're picking a ton of school. Hate speech law. You can't beat your picnic. We don't believe I go on there, so. So if you look at son come in and decide, say, I saw him and go, as a parent, you can't even pull him up. Or her. That's where the full protection are coming in, you know, people. Andrew Holness and legalize homosexuality in Jamaica. Based on all of these, when we look upon, it is my knowledge. This is how I interpret all of this, what we're looking on. And if anybody want me to believe otherwise, government needs to come out and fully explain what the bloody hell the Samoa agreement is about. Exponentially growing number of young Canadians. Schools accept name and pronoun preferences, provide gender-neutral washrooms, and teach from a young age about gender identity. You may say they want them young. They want them young. They want them young. Jamaica don't have no sexual predator registry list. Public. So if nobody bother none of them youth or whatever try push out, who are going to protect them? Who are going to protect them when all the predator them is hidden? Who are going to protect them youth when I push out in a sexual way? Yeah? What I do, Jamaica? Andrew Holness, what you're doing? You know, listen to me, you know. Gender-neutral washrooms and teach from a young age about gender identity. In some cases, they can even refer students directly to the gender treatment clinic. Why you believe said the pastor said the Minister of Health and Wellness? Why you believe said the pastor? Why you believe said God put in the pastor heart people spit up that all time out? Why you believe said the pastor said that? All these things go hand in hand. Education ministry, health ministry, and the prime minister. Listen, you know, people. They can even refer students directly to gender treatment clinic. So you look a boy will be taking some type of treatment to turn him into girl. And girl will be taking some type of treatment to turn him into boy. I just want to say to come out, come explain to the people. I mean. Yeah, man. You're supposed to be proud of what I mean. What you hide for? Come tell the people, man. Come tell the people what Terry Long and the gender minister and this other minister went to Canada to sign. Come tell them, man. See Canada, you know? Jesus. The way that I see it, the schools are triangulating the family. They are becoming a wedge between the child and parents. said the mother of a teenage girl at birth, whose school in Ontario, Hamilton Wentworth board adopted a name change immediately after he came out as a boy. Look how this is written. The way that I see it, the schools are triangulating the family. They are becoming a wedge between the child, listen to me, the child and parent, said the mother of a teenage girl at birth. So she was only a teenage girl at birth. She was born a girl. And now the school forced them, her daughter to change, turn into some boy. They are talking about picking, 10, 11-year-old, Come on, man. Come on, man. Come the F on, man. Why don't you pick the no about nothing, boy? Why don't you pick the people, my parent, a 6 pick them again? 10, 11-year-old pick no know that, man. They don't need to be taught that. My little Carlos, Lexi, Gerard, my little you them. 10, 11-year-old though. 10, 11-year-old. You don't like them young. I don't going to do this on your own pleasure. You want better some dirty Batman and make them liar? You want better some dirty Batman where say you look at you them as a meal, happy meal. You want better them and make them liar? Me say you want bet as some Batman and make them liar? You want bet? You want bet? And I push them agenda, yeah? And I pay off the African and Caribbean country because they know them licky and sell out behind the people in back. So this is what I need that sell out behind the people in back. What Andrew up to again? Why not come explain the Samoa agreement to the people? Eh? The way that I see it, the schools are triangulating the family. They are becoming a wedge between the child and parents, said the mother of a teenage girl at birth, whose school in Ontario's Hamilton Wentworth board adopted a name change immediately after he came out as a boy. Not talk to the parents, Not at all, It's not a benign act. It's a psychological intervention, and it's not a minor psychological intervention. The teachers and counselors are entering into without any psychological training at all. They don't know what they're doing to these youths. Some people just want them younger. And because them are money and they're powerful in the world, and they know say some licky country with some licky leader will go behind the people and back and sign it, even if the people is not up to that. Them about to destroy our youth them without explaining this thing to us. Explain this thing to us, brother. We want explanation. We just want an explanation. If I'm wrong, I stand to be corrected on this platform. But I need some explanation from government in Jamaica regarding the Samoa agreement. Stop leading the Jamaican people in the dark. When we look on it, no wonder the pastor come out and a bonafide.
Mr. Prime Minister, Minister of Health and Wellness, those of you who craft this order, I don't know what to say to you, but the Holy Ghost within me tells me that this order is working against the church. Is working against the body of Christ. Mr. Prime Minister, I was watching a program last night and you declare me to be your good friend. My good friend, I'm telling you, sir, this order, God gets no glory out of it. And it's making the society worse than it ought to be. You're crippling the fountain of life that gives life to the nation. You're blocking the well. Somebody give me a chance in this house and plant this. You're blocking the well. You're stopping the fountain. Lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church. You're destroying the foundation. And if the foundation be destroyed, what can a nation do?
Miserably. I decided to go back to school. It's pretty global.
79 nations are meeting. The African, Caribbean, and Pacific nations are meeting to sign a document. And it's an EU agreement with the African, Caribbean, and Pacific countries. And the document is written as a trade agreement and as agreement of support financially, etc., for the African, Caribbean, and Pacific nations. But embedded in that agreement, and when it is signed, it is for 20 years, it cannot be revoked. When it embedded in that agreement is anyone who signs that agreement will have abortion legislation in their countries. They will have to impose abortion legislations, transgender, LGBTQ, comprehensive sex education, a whole range of values will be imposed because of the signing of the document. And what a wonderful day to have this reading. That leaders are not there for themselves, they are there for God. And they don't represent their ideology or their need to beg or their need to find whatever. They're there to represent what is right, what is true, what is noble, and what is beautiful. That's what leaders are there for. That's why they are elected. And the terrible thing is that we don't have a culture of advocacy in Trinidad and Tobago with our leaders. We put them there and we think, okay, they run themselves for the 5 years, and then after the 5 years, we decide to put them back or change them. And we don't see democracy as an engagement with the leadership in an ongoing conversation about what is good, true, noble, and beautiful for the nation. And so we put them there, and well, it's their business. But if they sign this, for 20 years, the nation is going to be in trouble. For 20 years. For 20 years. Now, people think that we are in a post-colonial society. And I keep hearing the term and I keep asking myself, I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing more colonial than LBGT ideology.
So now you're the pastor, is the Archbishop that from Trinidad. This man made that speech 10 months ago. Remember them signed this thing about December of last year. Them not telling people about it. Andrew HOLNESS, it is a trade deal. You hear the man say it is supposed to be a trade deal. So if it is a trade deal, that means it's a good thing for Jamaica, don't? Jamaica get trade now, don't it? So why Andrew HOLNESS now walk around on campaign trail telling us about this beautiful trade deal and how Jamaicans gonna be benefiting? So you have the labor right them and support a party where legalize homosexuality. And them no knows that them help turn the country that way there, you know? Because he's not explaining to these people. He's not telling the people of Jamaica about the Samoa agreement. You know how much time people ask me, Carlos, what is the Samoa agreement? You know how much time people ask me, what is the Samoa agreement? At this point, from December, the sitting sign, nobody should have asked, what is the Samoa agreement? At this point in time, everybody's supposed to know about it. You're supposed to have advertisement on TV and radio. You're supposed to hear it all over the place. Now Jamaica culture is about to change. It's a big change, you know. Nobody in Jamaica is supposed to be asking because such man want to bring in something behind the people and back. May I ask if West Kingston know this? Tivoli, Garden, them know this? The people in their constituency, them know this? The people who run up and down and say, one bro God, them know this. So you try to turn them picnic into a funky or whatever you want, turn them picnic at 11th grade or 10th grade. You're the teacher, they want take over them, take with them picnic from them. Did the people of Jamaica know, say, you are planned to take with them picnic from them and turn them in or whatever you want, turn them in. Them can't take them a yard and teach them a yard. Did the Jamaica people know this? And me say again, if I am not explaining this thing the right way, I'm expecting somebody from the government to come out and come tell me otherwise, that I am wrong. If I'm not explaining this the right way, I stand to be corrected. If I'm not explaining this thing the right way, if I'm not interpreting, if I'm not defining this thing the right way, tell me if the definition I thought or not wrong. Me want somebody from the government come tell me. and legalize homosexuality. And HOLNESS is legalizing homosexuality in Jamaica in a style. Just like I believe I mash up Michael Manley creation in Jamaica in a style. Education, you talk about housing in a style. The man have placed housing where poor people can't get housing no more. When Michael Manley created Housing Trust, it is for the man in the cane field where I chop sugar cane. The people are working at the banana field. The domestic helper, the woman who sell cane, the woman who sell fish to a market, the hand cart man, everybody, as long as you can pay into it. So cheap that everybody could afford the DC, the blue bag, the red seam, the soldier. Look at Housing Trust where it's gone now. It's gone from the poor. And to remove Housing Trust from what it was designed for, took it away from poor people. Now, him and a big rich friend, them now investment thing. Him look at it as money thing, you know. He go build high rise. You think Michael Manley approve of that? I mash up Michael Manley creation that was created for and invented for the poor. Take it from the poor and go and give to the rich. People can afford it. Poor people can't afford that. Police can't afford home. Teacher can't afford one. Nurse can't afford one of them. So what I tell you, so you say the man a mash up what Michael Manley create and that style, but he put money in it. Take out Michael Manley creation money and put in a SSL. Hundreds of millions of dollars from Housing Trust in a SSL. Same thing with Nexim Holding. Same thing with Nexim Holding. Hundreds of millions of dollars to Housing Trust give man for build 200 houses. And according to Dayton Campbell, the houses were built but never handed over to Housing Trust. Me say the man a mash up Michael Manley creation in a style. I don't know, see it as Jamaicans. Look good. I tell you no. Michael Manley invented this thing when I talk about revolutionize education. When I ask that, if you go to high school, university anyway, come back, come give at least 2 years in the primary school. And that Michael Manley created it. Back then when I go to school, music teachers were graduated from Hampton and States in an Arlington school I teach. And we have respect to them. We call them Mr. and Miss. Remember that. You two to go to high school, come back in a class and teach. That is the culture of Jamaica education. And tell me if Jamaican people are done. Tell me if we are done now. When those of us who left from Jamaica come out foreign and start going to school, you realize, God damn, I'm brighter than them idiots in my class. You realize that Jamaica education is a normal education. And that's how it used to be. Youths going to school to teach, coming from high school. Until them get them teaching credential, if that are the field they want to go in. They go do the local class on the side and then get them credential and be a regular full-time teacher with all the benefits. That's the culture of Jamaica. That's what Michael Manley created to revolutionize education. But under Michael Manley idea, you got prison for it. Because Andrew Holness come out with a law. You can't go in a school, go teach without credential. Look how stupid this be. You can go to university to become a nurse. But like Michael Manley say, go back to school, go teach for 2 years. You can do it. But you don't have the teaching credential. You have nursing credential. You can be an engineer. You don't have the engineer and teaching credential. You have engineering credential. You could be a scientist. You don't have the teaching credential. You have a scientist credential. But you be the engineer and the nurse and can't come back to school, can give 2 years. Remember, Michael Manley created that, you know. This man's a fool. So through that, the teacher them come on all type of pressure. Because the teacher, what they want in a school, a teacher will go to teachers college and come back with credential. When most of those teachers now stay in Jamaica for $1 a month wages. So the little youth that will go to high school now used to come fill out the school and help out the teacher them. Now the teacher them under pressure because under Andrew Holness, that is illegal. So I mash up Michael Manley vision and the style right before the people. Education are one of the biggest things, and housing. Michael Manley must go. Then I change some name from Housing Trust. I call it some other name, like say him create this thing and him had this and the man have nothing for himself, you know. A copycat, you know. Even the Integrity Commission Act, a PNP make it, you know. Tell me one thing this brother do. And one thing him have as a legacy, and the Integrity Commission Act where he implement and it catch him first. The brother not be truthful to the Jamaican people, and if what I'm saying this man is a wrong interpretation, I stand to be corrected. Nobody in the government come tell you anything about the Samoa agreement, as if you guys are not happy about this. Walking around campaign trail, talking about all the good stuff, the Spark program. Why you not telling about the Samoa agreement where you sign? Tell them about him, man. Say the little youth, them at 10 and 11-year-old youth, them, they want to come take it from Uno. They want to take on a pity from Uno. And that day when it come and start fully implement, Uno can't teach them on the yard. You can't say that take out people over here. We have the choice to send the pity guys school or homeschool them. You know? Nobody now so we must have teaching credential. Nobody. It is not the law. But in Jamaica, you have to have teaching credential and to put that into law. The same time when they come out with the law, say teachers have to have credential in a school, them add that. Tutors. Fire upon tutors in Jamaica. Homeschooling, they attack. Homeschooling. Tutors. Why would you do that? Why the hell would you do that? Why would you do that? What was wrong with the way we were raised? May I ask them questions over and over? You know? What was wrong with the way we were raised as Jamaicans? What was wrong with it? Why you want to teach a little youth them 10 and 11-year-old about Bill and Bob and all type of stuff? Why you want to teach a little youth them so them can change them gender at 10 and 11 and to honest? Why you want to teach them that, brother? Why you want to teach them that and to honest at 10 and 11-year-old? It tell me, say, some batty man they bout want to change law because they want them younger. Why should one community, gay community, do these things to everybody? We accept, you know. Una doctor, una lawyer, una driver, pilot, teacher, police, and soldier, una waiter, una cashier, una co-worker, una neighbor. We accept that. So why doing this to us? Why force this in our school for our youth them? Why, Andrew, this? Why not just legalize homosexuality in Jamaica fully? So adults can go enjoy their lifestyle in peace. Why don't you do that? Why don't you legalize homosexuality in Jamaica right out, but leave our kids alone? What was wrong with the way we were raised? We miss out on something? Did we miss out on something? Did we grow? Become adult and mature enough to know that if we want to be with a man or a woman? You have guys who graduate from school with me are living with a man. Some of us live with women. So you grow old enough to know and you have brain in your head and it's matured to make a correct decision. So if you want to legalize homosexuality and honest, go ahead and legalize it so Jamaicans who are homosexual can enjoy themselves legally. But leave my rascal picking them alone, man. Leave the rascal picking them alone, man. Leave the picking them alone, man. And that is my problem with you. No straight person now push no agenda upon the youth them in a school. So why these people are pushing far away? We accept what the owner is, you know. We don't discriminate from a page, you know. But my goddamn problem, I'm a pick to them. What was wrong with the way we were raised? And I was having a conversation with a gay man the other day from Jamaica. The gay man is disgusted of this. You know what the gay man say? He said, Carlos, that is not turning the youth them in a gay. It's turning the youth them in queer. A gay man tell me this, you know. I would know this, you know. I want a gay man to tell me, say, Carlos, a queer, them a turn the little youth them in a confuse the little youth them, they know if they wear frack or something today. A lot of these youth commit suicide because they don't know themselves, and it's a certain stigma that comes with this lifestyle. Before you sit down with the youth them, because Jamaica not ready yet, we don't have counselors, we don't have protection for these youth. There's a lot of youth in Jamaica and grown folks who are molested sexually. And there's no repercussion against the victim. Sexual predatory list is private in Jamaica. It's not made public. So how are we not going to turn out them youth here and not have no protection for them? Oh no, I turn out the youth them, you know. Andrew owners who want Obia in a Jamaica. This brother, what? This brother look like man look on Jamaica just tear it down. I mean, I showed you this, you know. The brother look on Jamaica that tear it down, take a grift from the country. Just a text so. Now decide to sign a code of conduct. Statutory declaration cannot be verified for 4 years. This brother not believe in nothing else more than just get himself rich and mash up Jamaica. They want to mash up Jamaica. I don't know what Jamaica do that brother. But that brother, every action, him not show no love to the country and the people. Look again. No love to the people. Me say look again. You can change the culture for money and you don't come before the people and tell them. You walk around campaign trail and I never hear you mention the Samoa agreement. I want you to come tell the people what the Samoa agreement is all about, Andrew Honest. I stand to be corrected on this platform. If what I'm saying this morning, I'm wrong. I want to hear somebody from government come say otherwise. Come and explain this thing to the Jamaican people that you're not legalizing homosexuality in Jamaica. Why are you scared of it? Don't you think the gay community will be happy? Aren't you happy of what you did? Aren't you happy of what you signed? Eh? Man from Tivoli Garden know this. Tivoli people know this. West Kingston know this. Them don't know this. You have them going to talk about shower best prime minister, but you're having something you're hiding from them. This is part of a population control and HOLNESS. The crime in Jamaica. They're sure it's all connected. This is how I look at it. The crime in Jamaica, gun violence, let it loose. Them not taking down no gun ring. When them catch youth with gun, if you don't really want to take down the gun, you do a reverse engineer. You give him a plea deal. Find out who him buy the gun, who him buy the bullets from. Then you go to the middleman. You grab the middleman. You give him a plea deal, same way. You grab the top, the next man. The plea deal, same way, and go all the way to the top. Find out where them going to come from. Pull down a whole gun ring. It's not hard. It's not hard to give a youth a plea deal when they catch you with gun. When they catch you with gun every day in Jamaica. So how come nobody can tell them where them buy the gun and the bullet from? How come nobody can go straight to foreign who are ship the gun? How come you can't pull on a gun shipment ring? You lied to us the other day and Google Gaga. Come up here and talk about someone bring information of who was sent gun from up here to Jamaica to the feds. How we can't hear an arrest on that? How we can't hear an arrest on that? People, it is no mistake why these guys are invested in funeral homes. There's no mistake in that. One of the biggest businesses in Jamaica, fastest growing business, is funeral homes. Because there's no shortage of bodies in Jamaica. Because them law is just look like a population control to me. You get caught up. You got hospital. There's no care. You're dead down there. You got hospital for anything. Right now, they talk about the population of Jamaica go down, because childbirth go down. Even young people are running from hospital. They don't want to have baby. Even the young ladies don't even want to have baby because too many mothers are dying in childbirth. You think that's an accident? Why babies and mothers are dying in childbirth? You think it's an accident why so many youths are dead on the road with gun? You think it's an accident why so much accidents? You think an accident? When you go to the hospital, there's no care for you. It's called population control. Many more will have to suffer. Many more will have to die. Don't ask me why. Population control. Now we are come tell the little youth them now. Turn them in a way you want, turn them in a now. Turn the little youth them in a gay in a school. Then here goes. Here you started earlier here, them really have a population problem. This brother need to come out, come tell the Jamaican people what he's up to. The man legalize homosexuality in Jamaica, not telling us nothing. Eh? The Jamaican labor right them. An homosexual party, you know, never know that. I support them at thing. Become hope them at, give them man 4 more years. Give them man 4 more years, I'm gonna push certain agenda. The man is weird. I push the weirdest agenda. Cashless, needs, homosexuality. They're the weirdest agenda in Jamaica. Obia, push it, Obia. Mr. The brother have the weirdest agenda in Jamaica. The brother weirdo. Weirdest agenda. Me just read for a while ago walk out of Canada. And then when I go to Canada, go take money from them. Me just read it for a different video the other day, you know. It's not the first one I hear this on this platform. Me read it for the other day while going to Canada. A piece I me read this morning again. Or them take with them, pick upon the people, them teach. If you decide to go to school, your son named John, and they decide to change him name to Joanne, the teacher and guidance counselor side up with him. Even take them to clinic, go give them gender treatment behind the parents' back. So your son named John, I come home to you and say, hey John, you don't know, say Joanne them call him at school. Because the teacher with guidance counselor, the whole system, take where you pick them from Uno. I teach them to a certain type of agenda. Why a certain group of school and people have so much rascal power? Why a certain group of people have so much power? Because of sex. We don't have adults already. Go and go married no man, live your life. We're not discriminating against your lifestyle, but left for rascal youth them now. Left for youth them now. 10, 11-year-old though. But the straight people I do that. Mr. For the straight people I do that. So why this community I do that to the generation I come? You can't wait until they reach 18 and them up at certain age and I can just do what they want to do. Nobody discriminates against you, you know. We have this world for yourself, you know. But why are we going to bend just for a group of people who just want to have sex? Think about what Carlos said this morning. Nobody is discriminating against nobody. Just leave me rascal youth them alone, man. Left them alone, man. Left them alone, let them grow, man. May I ask, what was wrong with how we grow? What was wrong with it? Were we missing something? Andrew HOLNESS, were you missing something? May I ask, what is wrong with how we were raised? May I ask anybody else? Were we missing something at 10, 11-year-old in school? Was there something that they wasn't teaching us? May I ask? So why adults are bring them rascal thing to the youth them in a school? Adults are mash up the world, you know. For them nasty pleasure. And that go on. Adults are mash up the world for them stinking pleasure. Why would you go to the little baby them with this? Unless you don't like them young. Adults are mash up the world. Adults, why would you introduce this to a bunch of babies? 10, 11-year-old a baby man. A baby man. Cut the shit out, man. Cut the shit out, man. A group of people who want to have sex. Right? Want to impose them shit pan welcome baby in a school. Why? What is straight community there? It's like we need a flag to harass. We need a flag and we need to march and we need to have a straight month. What is this? And we as a culture Jamaica, you know, we culture stay Jamaica. We stay a different way. A matter of fact, for those of you who believe that Jamaica discriminate against gay people. Not like that, people. It's just a small minority of Jamaican people would do something like that. Just like in America, you still have a small minority who do that also. People, let me tell you something about the gay community in Jamaica. Them in a government. Many of them look like, say, them in the Labour Party. Many of them. Many of them seems as if them coming from a school of G2K fishes, the aquarium. Nobody discriminate against them. They come in a government, nobody rush them. You have gay people on social media in Jamaica, popular bloggers, have some of the most people, have some of the biggest platform gay people in Jamaica. The gay people in Jamaica have some of the biggest platform. Nobody discriminate against them. It is Jamaica. Yeah? It is Jamaica. Nobody do discriminate against them. They are about popular gay people. You see them on social media. You see them on social media. They have the most followers on social media in a culture that we think that is homophobic, right? So there's no discrimination there. We live in America. Remember California, I think there for decades. That's where we see a lot of things change. There's nothing I can do about it. I have gay people as my taxi driver, your Uber driver, your co-worker, your neighbor, your dentist, your doctor, your pilot, your soldier, your police. That is the community. Everybody, your cashier, your waiter. I don't discriminate against no one. My problem I have, just leave the youth them alone. Why you should I put your agenda upon me? When I push my agenda on you, what give you so much power that even governments around the world I push this agenda in a school? Power look at you them. As a gay man, what was wrong? Me don't like to talk to somebody who's gay, you know. Me don't like somebody, you know, so I can get a gay person from my platform and discuss this. I will. I'd like to have somebody from the community come reason with me, make a reason out this and see what you think about this. Can people from the gay community tell me, say Carlos, I don't like what they're doing in Jamaica. They are turning the youth them queer. They say, Carlos, that is not gay. That is queer. People may never know. And gay people tell me, so that is not gay, that's queer. People, I would like someone from the gay community. Call Carlos. I would like to have a discussion on live air. And tell me how you feel about this. What was wrong with the way you were raised in Jamaica, 10 and 11? Me want a Jamaican gay man. Call me and tell me. Me want to have a discussion on my program live. It's 2024. Come and go warm up this and teach you them something. This is 2024. I'm asking anybody who watch me coming from Jamaica. Yeah? From the Pride community. Please get in touch with Carlos. I'd love to have a conversation with you. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to say your name. Nobody have to know who you are. I will keep it between me and you, but you can come on the live and talk to me, even by phone, or you can come in the studio. You can come in the studio and don't have to show your face like me. Me not show my face this morning, am I? So you can come in my studio and we have a reason. On behalf of Jamaica people, tell me how you feel. Because Jamaica gay man tell me, say, them not like this. Gay man from Jamaica said them not like this. Say, Carlos, that's not gay. That's queer. I wouldn't know this, you know. A gay man tell me this, you know. Me say, I discriminate against people. Yeah? Make the wheat and tear grow together until the day of harvest. I have no heaven and hell to put nobody in. Who am I if you go judge you? Me just say, just leave me youth them alone. That's all me I say. Left me youth them alone. Because if a straight community decide to go into the school, go teach you them certain things, me a problem with it, you know. Me a problem. If it's a straight community, want to go into the school, go teach you them the same, me have problem with it. Make me youth them grow no man. Me look back as a father. I'm looking at my kids at 10 and 11. They are babies. They are babies. Still I come sleeping on my bed. Still I come go between me and them mother in the bed. They are babies. 10-year-old come out of the bed, they come between you and the mama in the bed same way. They are babies. What do you want to do with babies? What do you guys want to do with babies? Me ask, what do you want with the baby then? Me want anybody from the gay community, please call us with respect, with love. I'd like to have a discussion with you as a Jamaican. Tell me how you feel about this. Let me just explain to you. I'm sure you understand what the Samoa agreement is about. I'm sure you also understand what they went to Canada to sign. I'm sure you understand what gender neutrality is about. As a Jamaican, if you're a patriotic gay Jamaican, I want you to call us. Whether you can come show your face or you don't have to show your face, I will never expose and tell who you are on this platform. I just want somebody, if you don't want to come on live, do me a voice note. Send it on WhatsApp, come give me. Send it on WhatsApp, come give me. Tell me how you feel about it. Just give me a voicemail, man. Go look audio on WhatsApp. Even that, just tell me how you feel about this as a person from the gay community who is coming from Jamaica. With all due respect, I will preserve your identity. Tell me what you think about these people. Homosexuality is legalized in Jamaica. This brother is about legalizing obia, homosexuality, and them thing them depend. But if now come tell the people, this trade deal him sign, if now tell the people, oh, it is good for Jamaica. The Samoa agreement is supposed to be some trade deal. You're supposed to be proud of this trade deal. You're supposed to go around Jamaica and tell them, say, we'll soon get jobs because I've signed a trade deal in the Samoa agreement and what it's going to bring to Jamaica. You want to see that bring a Jamaica shipload of people and look for you them. A tourist boat of people and look for you them. Europe, you know, hope up. A Jamaica, you know, hope up to Europe. Farmer tourism, don't it? You know what? Open Jamaica for Europe farmer tourism and the local youth, they must be a victim of what they're up to. Whether straight or lean, let the youth them alone. And my final request, may I ask somebody from Jamaica, from the Pride community, with whole heap of respect. Remember, I will respect your identity on this platform. I will really want to have a conversation with you. So we could have a discussion and you tell me how you feel. If it is right for the government to be exposing our 10 and 11-year-olds to this. May I open the platform for anybody from the community. No discrimination here. I want you to kindly get in touch with Carlos so we have a discussion about our future and about our country. All right? Thank you guys for watching this video. As usual, I'm a student in a guy's class. Please make sure your comments make sense in every sentence. If this is the first time on this platform, I like the work, you like my presentation, I like what I'm doing, go ahead and subscribe, follow me, share, comment, or even donate. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thanks to everybody who there, everyone in attendance, every single one of you that is on this platform this morning. I really appreciate you guys for being here, right? Thank you guys. Share this video, you know. Share this, everything somebody to hear this. We as Jamaicans must share this kind of conversation because you're not going to hear this on every platform. And like me say on this platform, I do not discriminate against nobody. Yeah? California, I'm thing there for years, right? I've seen the changes in Jamaica, in California. And like I said, the gay community has been our bosses, our co-worker, you know, your cashier, your waiter, your Uber driver, your police, your soldier, your dentist, your doctor, your nurse. Hey, come on now. I ain't got time to discriminate against nobody. I said let the wheat and tear grow together till the day of harvest. I have no problem. I work with the gay community in Jamaica. I work with them. And every time I work with them, I get my check. Never have a problem with them. Nobody's ever looked at me and make a pass at me. Never. Not one time, because they know them people and them show respect. Them know them people. So I have nothing bad to say about the community. That's me. But what me have a problem with is the local youth them when it seems like una go to. Why this community is so powerful that we must change our culture for this community. That's why I say more someone from the community. Make we have a discussion, a more clearer understanding. A lot of things we don't understand, you know. A lot of time we don't understand each other. We really don't. And having a discussion will give us clearer understanding, right? We don't agree, people. So I would like someone from the Pride community, reach out to Carlos. Like I said, I do not discriminate. Don't expect me to discriminate against you. I will also protect your identity. Even if you don't want to go on air, come have a conversation with me and I'll take notes. Even if you don't want your voice to go out there. Have a conversation with me and I will take notes and relate back to the public. I want you to have a conversation with me because enough people might be afraid to make people hear their voice. You could send my voice out, I could distort the voice so nobody knows say you. If you're even scared of that, you could talk with me and I will take notes and only talk what is written. The notes, yeah, from the notes. And tell the people what the gay man or the gay woman I'm talk to said. I'm willing to speak with anybody. All right? Thank you guys for watching this video. My name is Jamaican Carlos, people. Enough love, manners, and respect. I'm out.
Mr. Prime Minister, Minister of Health and Wellness, those of you who craft this order, I don't know what to say to you, but the Holy Ghost within me tells me that this order is working against the church, is working against the body of Christ. Mr. Prime Minister, I was watching a program last night and you declare me to be your good friend. My good friend, I'm telling you, sir, this order, God gets no glory out of it. And it's making the society worse than it ought to be. You're crippling the fountain of life that gives life to the nation. You're blocking the well. Somebody give me a chance in this house and plant this. You're blocking the well. You're stopping the fountain. Lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church, lose the church. You're destroying the foundation. And if the foundation be destroyed, what can the nation do?